I will never allow anyone ever again to disrespect and hurt me due to a normal reaction of begging to be seen, heard, and loved properly. And throughout that 12-year relationship, I realized I was not. As I've said, that partner, she was not safe. 12 years, 6 years married. She was not safe. She was selfish. She was disrespectful. She was carefree and did not appreciate not a damn thing that I did for her. And she never, this woman, she won't. As long as you have these type of people have enablers, they're not going to care, about you and what your needs are. I realize, even sitting down and asking and, they don't care, you're repeating yourself over and over. Their actions may change for 2 to 3 days or maybe even overnight, and then they go back into the same behavior. That's not somebody that cares about how you feel, because they're going to do it anyway. I mean, it was the same repeated conversations. And, as I was speaking to a good friend this evening, I could respect this person more if she would have from the jump been honest, what type of relationship that she wanted. There is no excuse to say, well, you already knew who I was. And I remember a former friend telling this person that I was with for 12 years, 6 years married, well, you already knew how Amy was, so, how is it any different for you? Nobody, so I'm thinking to myself, and as I've said before, like, what, you were a cheat, you were a liar, you were manipulative, you were a user, so, these type of people don't care about your feelings. They dismiss them. I dealt with that for 12 years, dismissing how I felt, whether it was something, selfish, or ungrateful, or, just really pushing the envelope on things when I'm like, hey, I don't agree to that. I don't like that. But I will never again, and I don't suggest anybody do this because it does affect your mental health. All of that suppressed emotion, you cannot, when you are with these people, you cannot express how you feel. And once you do, they're going to try and make you feel this small for expressing, how you feel. You'll deal with a lot of hurt and you'll have to swallow that and keep moving. Well, anybody with any kind of emotion, you're going to be upset. You're going to be hurt. And you have to leave that type of relationship. It is not good for you at all. And so I will not, ever allow this type of relationship again because it almost destroyed me.